On Darrius Rowser's hearing in court today, a lot going on there. The judge this afternoon finding prosecutors do have enough evidence for a grand jury to consider several charges against Rowser. He's accused in connection with 3 different shootings in Mobile.
And prosecutors able to use Aniah's law to keep him in jail. Our investigative reporter Brendan Kirby joining us from Government Plaza now with this breaking story.
Brendan, some are calling this a largely circumstantial case. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Byron and Lenise. There are a lot of witnesses and surveillance footage from those first 2 incidents, but the video does not clearly show Rowser's face, and none of the witnesses were able to identify him as the shooter. Instead, according to Mobile Police Detective Jermaine Rogers, investigators built their case from surveillance video at a Walmart shooting and from a series of clues in the prior 2 shootings. The first incident was a shooting on November 26th at the Paparazzi Lounge on Dolphin Street. Detective Rogers testified that someone tried to shoot a man at the club with an alleged Glock pistol and struck 4 other people, including a woman who is now paralyzed from the neck down. The second incident was a home invasion on Dukes Avenue in which twin brothers were shot at. Detective Rogers testified that a PlayStation 5 game system and a red iPhone were stolen, and that a car belonging to one of the victims and a house across the street was also shot. Police later found that the phone in a car that Rowser was in during a high-speed chase that resulted in his arrest in January. Detective Rowser testified that police found that PlayStation during a search of Rowser's home, and that one of the Dukes Avenue residents was able to identify it as his based on a damaged HDMI port on the game system. The third incident was that shooting on the Beltline Walmart on December 27th. The detective testified that shell casings recovered at the Paparazzi and Dukes Avenue shootings both matched a gun that was seized during a raid of a Chickasaw home belonging to Chavez Green, who is charged with murder in an unrelated case. Detective Rogers testified that Green is an associate of Rowser, and that Rowser can be heard on a call that was recorded by Metro Jail asking Green to retrieve his guns. In addition, the detective testified a cell phone dropped during the Walmart shooting that investigators determined belongs to Rowser was used to Google how to fix a PlayStation 5. Detective Rogers testified that in the Walmart shooting, 3 men confronted another group near the checkout area. An exchange of gunfire left the intended target shot in the leg, and an innocent shopper was struck in the chest while she was holding her infant child. Rogers testified that Rowser can be seen in the surveillance video clearly, and that co-defendant Carmelo Dirks told police that Rowser was involved in that shooting. And we also just spoke with District Attorney Keith Blackwood and the defense attorney in this case. As you might expect, they have different views on how this case played out, and you'll hear from them tonight. Reporting live from Government Plaza, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.